Hi, welcome to the Brief Book Reviews channel, otherwise known as An Old Guy Reviews the Book that he's read this week. So what's the old guy read this week? Well, the book I've read this week is called The Night House by author Joe Nesbo. Released here as a hardback in the UK on the 28th of September 2023. And it's a standalone novel and it's a horror novel. Bit of a departure for me. Horror's not really my genre, and I suppose in a way it's a bit of a departure for Joe Nesbo as well, who's probably more well known for his standalone crime novels and of course the Harry Hole series of detective thrillers. There'll be people watching this going, Cliff, that's not the way to pronounce Harry Hole, it's Harry Hule, but each to their own. So what's it all about, I hear you say? The book's in three parts. Part one deals with a 14-year-old boy called Richard, who's been sent to live with his aunt and uncle in a remote community called Ballantyne. His parents have died in a tragic accident, and he's a city boy in a rural school. He doesn't fit in. He's a bit of an outcast. To be fair, he's not really bothered. It's like, no one likes me, I don't care. And he's a little bit of a bully as well. So a bit of a strange character is Richard. He's out one day with his friend Tom. Richard's stolen a Luke Skywalker figure from the house of Oscar, one of the cool kids in the town, and they're trying to see if Luke Skywalker floats by throwing him off a bridge. Once they're bored with that, they go to a telephone box. They think it'd be a great idea to pick a random person out in the telephone directory and try and put the wind up them. When they do that, some strange events occur. Turns out that Tom, Richard's buddy, has got the phone in his hand, and the phone all of a sudden starts swallowing him up, and hence the slightly graphic image on the front of the book. Clearly, that's a difficult one to explain, and all of a sudden people are concluding that it must Tom's missing, and it must have been Richard. The only person who's got any time for him is a friend at school called Karen, who encourages him to carry on, protesting his innocence and trying to find out what happened to his friend Tom. Turns out they were calling a house which was known in the village. It's a remote country house which is now abandoned, called the Night House. Again, hence the title of the book. So that's the first part of the tale. Second part of the tale, part two of the book, is 15 years after the original story, where not only Tom has gone missing, but another boy called Jack, who they call Fatso, has also gone missing. So school reunion, and sure enough, strange things happen again with this school reunion. So it's like, what's going on here? And then we get to part three, which pulls all the threads together and explains some of the story from the part one and part two. So in a way, a slightly strange and peculiar tale. I'm sure horror lovers will really like it. It's got, if you're a Stephen King fan, you'll probably think it's a great read. Myself, I found it a little bit strange. You can't really engage with the characters. Richard's not a particularly nice person. The other people are almost pulled off the shelf, stereotypical type characters. And I just wish Joe would stick to the crime thrillers, to be honest. So, yeah, if you like horror, I guess you'll enjoy this. I just thought it was a bit telegraphed. I knew what was going to happen in the end, and the few horror books I have read, I thought, I don't know, I've seen this before. So I'd only give it 5 out of 10. But yeah, as I said, if you're a horror fan, maybe you think more of it and you want to read it. 263 pages, and just for a laugh, there's some a preview of the next Harry Hole or Harry Hule book at the back of this tale. So a little tale there for people that like Harry as well. So that's it for this week's brief book review. I think I'm going to clear away from horror stories for the time being and go back to thrillers. So as I said, that's it for this week's brief book review. I give it 5 out of 10. 10 till we do it again. Thanks for watching. Bye.